Welcome back, my party pelicans. How you doing today, guys? We're about halfway done so far. Well, not quite halfway done yet. We're in Crimson Valley already, and of course, we got the Heroic Challenge. We finally get upgrades up to level 3 and our hero combined together, and we should have a pretty easy time on these ones, because you know what? Though these middle levels from 7 to 11 are all kind of easy for the most part, it's mostly just Archer Tower spamming. So Savage Warriors, Jungle Spiders, and Savage Warriors, obviously, like I said, make sure you guys are using Archers everywhere. I'm also actually going to use these Spear Maidens. I'm not sure how effective they'll be if there's any sort of weird, crazy guys coming out, but against Jungle Spiders, they're absolutely boss. And with that, we're going to go with an Artillery. I'm actually going to put it a little bit closer over here. I just feel like it'll be more effective over here. And then crossbow fort. So we're going to hit a crossbow fort over here, and this guy's going to be a crossbow fort as well. So let's get going. Now, Alric's going to have to fight the guys on the right over here, because these guys have a very short path to get through. As you can plainly see, it's just like, whoop, they can just sneak right through. So overall, this is going to be a little bit on the difficult side. It's mostly just about killing these guys as fast as possible, just getting as much damage as possible. And right now, we don't have enough crossbow fort action. So we're going to have to be moving people around a little bit. I mean, reinforcements, it's like, I don't know if I should be really using them or not, but I will try to use them at least a little bit. Alric's going to have to be moving around a little bit as well. Now, this is kind of cool, though. The artillery can actually reach to the other side, so that's kind of a nice spot for the artillery. So I think, for the most part, it's going to be aiming these spiders, but if it can, if these guys are sneaking too far by, it can also hit those guys. So let's get our first crossbow fort over here on the left. Like I said, Alric is still struggling at least a little bit against these guys. They're strong. They're very, very tanky. Each one of these guys has 250 health, and there's, 20 of them coming out on the first round. So we've got a big chunk of Savage Warriors. We've got Savage Warriors, Witch Doctors, and more Jungle Spiders, of course. So let's just go for another upgraded Archer Tower. I think I'm ready for the next wave already. I'm cutting a little bit close here in the early game, but if I get a little bit of extra gold now, it will help me out by the time I get to wave 6, which is, of course, the most difficult. Wave 5 is actually surprisingly difficult as well. They have 2 really difficult waves right in a row, and that's why you have to wait, for sure, in between 5 and 6 until you make sure you killed every single guy you can. Alright, so, probably not going to be getting a Dwarf or anything like that. It's mostly just about... so anyways, we're going to pop Alric over here. We've got to take care of this guy. Hopefully in the range of 2 Archer Towers. Yes, indeed. But the faster you take him down, the less terrible he'll be. He is pretty terrible, that's for sure. I hate dealing with those guys. Actually, you know what? It might be better if I just go for another Archer Tower over here, too. So look at this guy trying to sneak on through. Alright, get on that shiznit. You should be popping Sand Warriors up and everything. Popping those Sand Warriors up. So the only thing that you probably shouldn't be doing on this map is making too many barracks guys. It's pretty simple to do that. I mean, if you pop one of them over here, so you can stop those Savage Warriors, I could understand that, but I don't really know what's going to come out of these next waves, so I'm going to wait on that. It's going to be more Witch Doctors. Yeah, Witch Doctors, but there's a lot of Savage Warriors too, so I'm still going to go for that Brute Force killing power. I know that's kind of like a saying that I've got. Brute Force killing power. I say it a lot, don't I? Yeah. That's the way I like to do it, though. I like to play strategically. Strategic is for nubs. Just kill them. Just kill them all. Alright, so we already got 4 crossbow forts. My artillery is doing mad damage over there, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. We've been doing amazing job. So we're going to pop another Archer Tower down here. Seems like these guys are getting pretty far, but because we're damaging all of them at least a little bit, these last few Archer Towers will take them down. So I'm actually pretty amazed at these Spear Maidens so far. Let's check them out. Let's just look at them for a second. They're 300 health, so they're very difficult to kill, and 14 to 36 damage. So compare that to my reinforcements, which are 3 to 6 damage and only 90 health right now. So obviously, these guys are crazy strong. They've got no armor, though. These guys already have low armor, so that means they could kind of fairly easily get killed, I guess. Alright, so, let's get this Captain Crossbow, because I feel like, what they always do? They're always like, oh, you know what? Defend the left side, Chris. Defend the left side. Build all your stuff on the left. And then all of a sudden, they send out giant jungle matriarchs against me, and I just have nothing to do against them. Yeah, I know, it happens, even to the best of us. So I am going to go for one more barracks, by the way. I know this is kind of like in a not fantastic spot, but if we can pile up these Spear Maidens, sort of in the range of, all my Archer Towers and my artillery, even these giant jungle matriarchs shouldn't cause too many issues. Like I said, I already have a 3rd tier artillery. I don't want to go all the way up to a dwarf. I don't think it's worth it, you know, especially in this spot. If I had him like right here, maybe, I guess I could probably end up using that guy a little bit more effectively. But for the most part, I don't want to go for a dwarf. I don't really like dwarfs all that much. We're alright. So this wave is extremely, extremely long. What is up with this one? It's ridiculous. Alright, so we're going to pop a little bit of reinforcement action in there. Alright, that healer guy, the, what's his name? I don't remember a lot of their names, to be honest. The Witch Doctor is actually causing some problems over there. Come on, little Witch Doctor, buddy. Here's another crossbow. What do we got coming out now? Savage Warriors, and, ooh, now we finally get the Jungle Matriarchs coming out. So kind of expected. We were expecting something like this to happen. And I'm glad that we prepared for it. We've got the artillery, and we've got a bunch of archer towers over here just ready to take them all down. Alright, so right now I'm positioning Alric in the very back. There's actually 2 really nice tower spots right in the very back if we wanted to pop more reinforcements and whatnot down, or more barracks guys down. We'll just play it by ear. You know, that's the way Kingdom Rush actually is played. For the most part, there's just no perfect strategy where you just do this, build these towers in the exact perfect spots, and just let the game play itself. You can't do that. You have to play it by ear. Sometimes you're going to have too many guys coming in on the right side, and you know what, memorizing a video like this is just not a fun way to play. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. You're not going to have a fun time if you're just memorizing exactly what I'm doing, and then redoing it. Alright, so another archer tower over here. Like I said, you can still go magic and stuff like that, but there's really not that much of a point to doing that. I mean, like, maybe a little bit? So there's still a lot of guys. I'm going to build another archer tower, and I am going to build a barracks down here just to make sure nobody sneaks through the very, very little back of the end over there. We are having a hard time, though. Alric's actually having to do every single ounce of attack power over here. Of course, the Sand Warriors are boss as well. Stunning everybody in there. I feel like I probably should have just gotten more archer towers over here, believe it or not. It's like I was saying, though, remember how I was like, oh, don't spend too much money over here on the left? Well, it's the truth. I mean, look what happened. Alright, so here's the Jungle Matriarchs, the last bit of Jungle Matriarchs, and I think we're ready for the next wave. Some more Jungle Matriarchs, but not that many, only 3 this time. A little bit more Savage Warriors over there, and Witch Doctors. So, overall, it should be fairly easy again. Pretty normal. Pretty normal waves coming out. Wave 5 is just going to be a little bit harder than the last wave. Just a few more enemies each side. Alright, so I'm kind of banking on the Witch Doctors dying just a little bit faster, so let's get one more Arch Tower over here, and then he won't be able to heal everybody up. Especially if they come out first. It's kind of nice when they do that. And they lead the charge. It's kind of funny, if you ever think about if somebody's in like a real battle, like, oh, yes, let's lead the charge! To die first, yes, oh god. So unless you were like some unbelievable fighter dude, I really don't think anybody on the front lines usually survives the battles. I mean, think about it. With every movie you've ever seen, how many frontline people are just like straight up super duper happy that they were the first person in the line over there? I don't know how you can get pumped about like fighting in a war like that, especially like that, like medieval times where 2 people like line up against each other and you're like I'm pumped, I'm ready to go kill people. Like, I could never do that. I could never ever do that. It'd be so darn hard for me. So we're going to stun this guy for a quick second. And we've got pretty much the exact same thing as before. Only 4 Jungle Matriarchs. A lot of Jungle Spiders, but only 4 Jungle Matriarchs. And then a lot more Savage Warriors over here this time. Alright, so let's dig this up and get some more Archer action. So I think it's going to be the exact same thing as last time. It's going to be fairly easy, not too troublesome for us. Of course, it's all about the full-on damage that you can do. There's a big chunk of guys coming out already, and I'm pretty glad that I got this many crossbow forts over here, because even with this many crossbow forts, we're still not even doing enough damage. Well, barely doing enough damage. And this guy's already piling up over here, too. Look at that guy. Lead the charge, buddy. Lead the charge. Yes. Don't heal nobody else. So I'm kind of glad that I also got, my last-ditch barracks over here. 3 more guys to defend, and I got the crossbow forward, so it's not like they're going to be sitting there forever just trying to defend and stuff like that. So we got the Rain of Fire. Let's wait until we actually need him. I might do him on, like, the next little baby rush, because it looks like there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so there's about, there's probably like 4 rushes coming out against us. I think there's like 40 Savage Warriors coming out on that side. So we got more monies now. Let's make sure we spend it, spend it, spend it, spend it. Crossbow forts. Alright, alright, so this guy, he's getting troublesome right now. We're just going to rain of fire in the very back. It's not normally something that I like to do, but in today's video, I mean, it was just suitable. It was suitable for the experience. There was just so many guys piled up right there. Again, glad that I've got this little baby barracks. Nothing too special, but extremely powerful. Alright, so let's upgrade our barracks even further. Because nothing's going to sneak by my Templars. And this looks like it is the last little bit of guys. As long as Alric is going to be using his Sand Warriors, get the Sand Warriors out there, we should be alright. So yeah, tons of cross reports to kill on all these guys. So it was an alright Rain of Fire. I just wish that I would have done it a little bit earlier. But it's all good. We beat the heroic challenge. Whoop, 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 whoop. Playing it by ear. And my ears are bleeding right now. Alright, so that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th heroic challenge. So again, we're almost halfway done with the game. Once we beat this one, actually, once we beat this one on the heroic challenge, we'll be halfway done. So we're pretty darn close, guys. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you press the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't, and have a super duper delicious day.